Among Arab countries, Yemen faces the most severe water constraints. Little rain, overexploitation of ground and fossil water, and improper irrigation practices lead to very limited retention periods and infertile, salinated soils. Leaking septic tanks in cities and the total absence of sanitation in rural areas cause health problems in both urban and rural environments. Waterborne diseases are the main cause of infant mortality. Bilharzias, cholera and typhus outbreaks are common even in urban areas.
Yemen is one of the most water-scarce countries in the world, and Sana'a will be the first capital to run out of water. Conflicts over the use of water are actually happening and will also increase in the future.
The new phenomenon of internally displaced people in search of water is expected to grow.
The German-Yemeni Development Cooperation helps in the fight against the waste of water. For example, promoting simple and cheap irrigation techniques for subsistence farmers. It encourages the construction of water harvesting installations and the reuse of wastewater for agricultural purposes, and also the control of drinking water quality. During the last 3 years, the German-Yemeni Development Cooperation engaged in awareness raising through a pilot project on clay pot irrigation, the distribution of water filters, and a national campaign addressing actors at all political and community levels. Its main focus in Yemen, though, is in integrated water resources management.
Integrated water resources management is a process where the economic development of a country and the management of water resources is done in such a way that one is not harming the other. So both have equal rights. Integrated water resources management is a planning and implementation tool where the different stakeholders have a say in decision making on their water resources.
Following the IWRM concept, water management is implemented through the collaboration of a wide range of representatives who embody all interests existing within society.
The IWRM approach in Yemen is mainly focusing on setting up this participatory committee. That means that all stakeholders are in these committees and managing their water resources. For example, the different authorities in water resources, but also water user associations, women groups.
تشكلت لجنة الحوض من جهات مختلفة من.
The committee has a women's group. Our role is to interact with women on different social levels in water user organizations, charity organizations, or in general, women's organizations.
التنسيق مع فئات مختلفة من المجتمع سواء كان جمعيات مستخدمات مياه أو جمعيات خيرية جمعيات مسوية بشكل عام.
We learned a lot of things we didn't know before, for example, about illegal drilling. Until now, nobody can influence it. Honestly, illegal drilling has been going on since the day we started.
يوم ما بدأنا.
People of all levels are still caught with illegal drilling into fossil groundwater resources. Even though a clear law exists, this spontaneous drilling includes pumping of fossil water, which should be kept as an emergency source, as it does not refill. Awareness about the water situation in general is low. High-ranking politicians do not consider the water situation in Yemen as of a high priority. Not enough executive support is given to the actual application of the law, which in itself is too weak to make a change.
The German-Yemeni Development Cooperation encourages water users and managers to act in concert in order to decentralise the responsibilities for water management in the country. Obtaining political support through informing decision-makers not aware of the water emergency will be decisive for the survival of millions of people in the near future.
Particular importance is given to the decentralization of the Yemeni water sector, handing over responsibility and management to local water committees. These organizations take decisions and lead all water issues arising in an extended territory that follows the structure of groundwater basins.
These irrigation systems help farmers to control the distribution of water and to avoid complications with other farmers who bought land, dug wells, and took the water by force.
ده هو شبكة الري نضوب في المستوى منسوب المياه موجود مجموعة من التلوث في بعض المناطق.
The bad condition of the irrigation network, the reduction of water levels, water pollution. On these issues, the German cooperation gives support to the General Water Authority. It encourages the society to take part in policy making and trying to solve the water problems in the Delta.
تفعيل مستوى المشاركة المجتمعية في رسم السياسات وحل مشاكل المياه المتعلقة في الدلتا.
The result is often that communities end up by signing local agreements, agreeing on certain specific measures of how to protect and preserve their remaining groundwater resources.
When we started, we were two. We were not confident and our voices were not heard. And then, when we became 6, it was better. And we hope to become more.
It's not easy to take out power from people, and decentralization means that people should have their money, their budget, and they should have their decision-making process.
It's a process that also influences the distribution of power and authority on regional, local, but also on family level. And we are very proud of that the Yemenis have taken over the water basin committees as theirs. So this means a shift in giving power to this local level. For me, it's really a piece of democratization.
We learned a lot of things, like how to be confident and deal with a big group. We learned a lot in our governorate. And now we want to be equal to the men. I hope that we get more training so we can work more and share our experience with others.
مفيدة أكثر.
And we are strong like men.